The message came in like it was nothing, like it didn't deserve a reaction, like it wasn't about to change how I saw everything. Don't come over. My ex is staying here, and I don't want drama. I read it twice. Not because I didn't understand it, because I understood it too clearly. And then I typed one word. Okay. My name is Carter Whitfield. I live in Scottsdale, Arizona, in a quiet, gated neighborhood where everything looks controlled and intentional, including the people. I'm a commercial real estate advisor. I deal in negotiations, leverage, timing, knowing when to push and when to walk away. But none of that prepared me for how calmly someone could redraw the boundaries of a relationship without saying it directly. Her name is Sloan Harrington. We had been together for almost 2 years. Not chaotic, not dramatic, structured, predictable. The kind of relationship people assume is stable because it doesn't make noise. She worked in brand consulting. Image mattered to her. How things looked, how situations felt, how people were perceived. And somewhere along the way, I realized something. She didn't avoid conflict. She managed optics. That text didn't feel like an accident. It felt like a decision presented as convenience. My ex is staying here. Not he stopped by. Not he needed help. Staying. Temporary maybe, but intentional. And the part that stayed with me wasn't even that. It was the second half. I don't want drama. Because in that sentence, the implication was clear. If I showed up, I would be the problem, not the situation. Me. Before we go further, pause for a second. If someone tells you not to come over because their ex is there, do you see that as honesty or as a quiet boundary being set without your input? Because in that moment, I didn't argue. I didn't call. I didn't ask questions. I just set my phone down. Because sometimes the way someone communicates tells you more than the content itself. An hour later, she sent another message. Thanks for understanding. That word, understanding, it assumes agreement. It assumes alignment. It assumes you've accepted something you haven't even processed yet. I didn't reply. Instead, I went back through the last few months. Not dramatically, just carefully, because patterns don't appear in moments. They appear in hindsight. There have been small things. Canceled plans, rescheduled weekends, moments where she seemed present but not engaged. At the time, I explained them away. Work, stress, life. But now they felt like something else. Distance. Intentional or not, it was there. That night, I didn't go over. Obviously. But I didn't distract myself either. I stayed in it. Sat with the discomfort. Because avoiding it would have delayed something that clearly needed to be seen. Around 11:30 p.m., my phone lit up again. Her name. I let it ring. Then it stopped. Then another message. You're quiet. I looked at the screen for a long time before responding. Just thinking, I typed. 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Then came back. About what? She asked. I could have answered that directly. But I didn't. About timing, I replied. She didn't respond to that immediately. And that told me something. Because people usually respond quickly when they feel in control of a situation. Silence means recalibration. 20 minutes later, she called. This time I answered. Hey, she said. Her tone was normal. Too normal. Hey, I replied. There was a pause. Not awkward. Measured. You're not upset, right? She asked. That question wasn't about my feelings. It was about her comfort. Should I be? I asked calmly. Another pause. I just didn't want things to get weird tonight, she said. They're already weird, I replied. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse. I just stated it. It's not like that, she said quickly. Then what is it like? I asked. She hesitated. And that hesitation mattered more than any explanation she could have given. He needed a place for a couple of days, she said. And your place was the only option? I asked. It's temporary, she said. There was again. Temporary. A word people use when they don't want to define something clearly. Before we continue, I want you to answer honestly. If your partner makes space for someone from their past without making space for you in that same moment, what does that tell you about your position in their present? Because that question settled something inside me. Not emotionally. Logically. Okay, I said. Just like before. And again, that word shifted something. Why do you keep saying okay like that? She asked. Like what? I said. Like you're not actually okay, she replied. I almost smiled. Because she understood the tone. Just not the meaning behind it. I'm not arguing, I said. That's not the same as being okay. She didn't respond immediately, because there's not much to argue with when someone isn't engaging in conflict. What do you want me to say? She asked. That question revealed more than anything else, because it meant she wasn't focused on what was happening. She was focused on managing my reaction to it. I don't need you to say anything, I replied. I just needed to see it. See what? She asked. How you handle things when it's inconvenient, I said. That landed. I could tell, because the silence that followed wasn't confusion. It was recognition. It's not about that, she said eventually. It is, I replied, because this isn't about your ex. It's about the fact that you made a decision that involved me without actually involving me. That's not fair, she said. It doesn't have to be, I replied. It just has to be true. We ended the call shortly after that. No resolution. No agreement. Just clarity. The next morning, I woke up earlier than usual. Not because I had somewhere to be, because my mind had already made a decision. And decisions, when they're clear, don't need time. They need execution. Around 9:15 a.m., she texted, "Can you come over later? He's leaving today." I read it once. Then again. Not for understanding. For confirmation. Because now the message felt different. Not like an invitation. Like a reset. As if the situation had been temporary. So the impact should be too. Before I responded, I want you to think about this. If someone temporarily removes you from their space, do you automatically return when invited back? Or do you question what that temporary absence actually meant? Because that question decided my response. No, it'll be 3 letters. Simple, clear, immediate. Her response came quickly this time. What do you mean no? I mean, I won't be coming over, I said. Why, she asked. And that was the moment everything became obvious. Because I don't fit into the version of things you're trying to maintain, I said. That's not true, she replied. Then why wasn't I part of the decision last night? I asked. She didn't answer immediately, and that silence said enough. You're overthinking this, she said finally. No, Rabia. I'm finally seeing it clearly. What are you saying? She asked. I'm saying that I'm not interested in being managed, I said. I'm interested in being respected. That's dramatic, she said. It's actually very simple, I replied. Another pause. Longer this time. Because now the conversation wasn't about a situation. It was about a pattern. Are you seriously ending this over something like this? She asked. I didn't answer right away, because the question itself needed to be corrected. It's not over this, I said. It's over what this represents. And what does it represent? She asked. It represents how easily I can be moved out of your space when it's convenient for you, I said. That's not fair, she said again. It's consistent, I replied. We didn't speak after that. Not that day, not the next, and not after, because some endings don't need a final argument. They just need one clear moment where everything aligns. And once it does, there's nothing left to negotiate.